Welcome back to the North American Star League Season 4 Grand Finals, live from the Center Theater in Long Beach, California. How you guys doing? You're very welcome. Thank you for responding to me so enthusiastically. Metropolis will be our fourth map. Kev, this is another map where the immortal action is very common. Do you think this might be something we see again?
Not sure, man. It's such a big map, so it also allows great macro play, and Hero is not afraid normally to take it to a long game, certainly not on a map where the bases are quite far spread out. The first three, relatively close together. The fourth one is going to be much further away, so we might actually see some double warp prism play, and that's, of course, the Hero that we love.
The hero that we love, the hero that we deserve.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
It was fantastic. Metropolis will be our map.
Wow.
And spawning in the 9 o'clock position on Metropolis. The red Protoss player just took a map. It's Liquid Hero. And his opponent up at 12 o'clock, the Blue Zerg player, leading 2-1, Azubu Violet.
I just love both of these guys, man. Both of them have so much personality. They're so fun to talk with. They're so much fun to hang out with. Just last night, we actually had a kind of funny scenario where, as we said several times, Hero has been with us for 7 days. And then Hero was sitting in the, not really the bar, it's more like the hotel lobby. And we were all sitting at the table, and one of the other Korean guys was asking Hero what he was thinking about us. And then he said, like, Rotterdam, very nice. That other guy, okay, too. And Ben turned around, he's like, I let you live in my house for a week and you don't know my name? And Hero's like, oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
That's so awesome.
Man, I was so, my feelings were so hurt.
I love it. Hero actually doing some hatchery blocking for the first time. Eventually the hatch did morph, but still, a couple of valuable seconds.
Couple of valuable seconds indeed, and of course, getting that great scout off, as he always does. Hero is not a Protoss player that likes to cheat by not scouting until, say, his first Zealot is out or something crazy like that. Was it Nexus? Yeah, it was Nexus first again. Nexus first and then Forge on Metropolis.
So he's not too afraid, and I really think that last game must have gave Hero a lot of confidence, man, because that's how I feel that perhaps game 1 should have been.
Yes.
That push looked just as scary and intimidating in game number 1, even though he didn't do as much damage as he did on Ohana, or on Cloud Kingdom, I mean. I still feel it was relatively similar, but yes, the Colossus were so far out of position. I would not be surprised at all to see Hero at least in some way fall back to the same pre-Broodlord timing and see how much damage he will be able to do. Or maybe Violet is going to switch it up. Maybe Violet is quite nervous about those kind of timings right now, and he's going to say, you know what, I'm just going to produce a ridiculous amount of units on 60 drones and see if I can bust through.
Metropolis, a good map for Mutalisk play. One of my favorite maps for Mutalisk play.
Unfortunately, the islands are not here, Ben.
Yeah, but that fact is compounded in these positions where the Mutalisk can just kind of fly right across that open space. That open space also does lend itself nicely to Warp Prism play, which is something that I'm sure we'll see Hero fall back on.
Yeah, or maybe still Stargate. I definitely think we're going to see at least one Stargate game out of Hero. This might be a map for it as well. This is a very big map. There's lots of airspace, so maybe he's feeling like, if I go Stargate, maybe I get fortunate. Maybe Violet wants to play Mutalisk. I do not think that's the case, though. I don't think Violet is going to play Mutalisk on this map. But Hero might go Stargate.
Yeah, Mute is not really something you see a lot out of Violet in ZVP. It's something that he's not afraid to do, Zerg versus Zerg.
Yeah, ZVZ does it a lot.
He very seldom does it against Protoss. Instead, when he chooses to mix it up, he often mixes it up with high aggression off of 2 bases.
Crouching Probe, Hidden Pylon?
Possibly, Kev. It's something that we could definitely see if Violet doesn't manage to scout that probe. We've seen that Hero's not afraid to pull stuff like that out of his bag of tricks, as he's done it a couple times against his teammate Tasia.
I love how he's doing this as well, like sending an additional probe out. He does not want to give that probe away.
There's nothing over here, I swear.
No, this is really, man, this is like the only way I could ever see that you're going to 3 base.
Scout. Oh, no. We'll see if...
How funny would it be if Hero's actually thinking that right now?
Yeah, actually, he's going to go ahead and throw down the Stargate, so no crazy gateway push.
Well, might still be. He might still add 3 additional gates, and then actually you could still warp in like 4 Zealots with that hidden pylon, and then if you have the Phoenixes and the Zealots, because of course the answer most. Oh! No.
Wah, 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 wah. Oh.
Oh.
Violet's like,
Violet like, oh no, you.
Oh, you thought you were going to trick me.
This
Not
is the
today,
moment when
probe.
Violet raises his finger and he raises it.
Yeah, look in the booth. Does he reach across? Oh, no, you didn't.
Overlord is heading towards the natural of Hero, but I'm not sure if it's going to see this target. I actually don't think so. It's slightly off course.
And
oh! Crucial scout here by Violet. He is going to see that Stargate. Actually going to be a Void Ray opening out of Hero, Ben. That's not what I expected. I definitely expected him to just open up with four or five Phoenixes. Maybe 4, and just pick off a couple of Queens, force out a couple of Spore Crawlers, lift up some drones, then go up to 3 bases, and then you can still hit a pre-hive timing with Colossus as follow-up.
yeah, the Void Raid build's kind of out of fashion, I would say, these days, and it's something we talk about a lot, Kevin. Players used to go Void Raid a lot. MC stuck to it for a long time. Wow, look at all these gateways.
Yeah, it's going to be some 2-base action.
Yes, it will be.
Curious to see if he's
Look
going
at
to
this
make
great Overlord Scout.
Wow.
Sees 4 extra gates.
That's a massive scout
Man.
here. 6 more gates are on the way though. And I'm so curious, Ben, is it just 1 gate got cancelled? Is it going to be just this single Stargate? Void Ray? Is it going to follow up with Phoenixes? Or are we going to see, like we saw MC did very recently, more Void Rays? Because MC played with like four Void Rays and a lot of gateway pressure.
MC loves his Void Rays, man. I think we're actually just going to see Hero trying to expand, though.
Yeah, it might just actually change plans completely because everything did get scouted. We do see him warping in the robotics facility. I'm not sure where. It's over here next to the cybernetics core. So I think this is the single Void Ray. That's just what it's going to be. And hey, it's not completely useless, man, because he's forcing Overlords to reposition, and he forced at least 3 Spore Crawlers. And he takes a little bit of map control. He gets a scout off that he normally would not be able to take with just gateway units.
Violet is doing something else, though, that is exactly what Zerg players should do when they realize they're up against Stargate, and that's making lots and lots of drones. He's already up to almost 70 harvesters, which is going to be really, really good. He's going to have 3 fully saturated, well, he has 3 fully saturated bases, I should say, so he can just kind of do whatever the heck he wants, including take a 4th if that's what it comes down to.
Unit counter depth shows us there are 6 sentries for Hero right now, so if he would have to deal with a lot of aggression, he does have plenty of force field, certainly because most of those sentries are going to be close to full energy by the time that would happen.
Void Ray will poke into the 3rd base.
Spore Crawler!
Just out of range. Bad luck, Spore Crawler.
Picked off 1 drone. Void Ray's like, yep, my job's done.
Paid for myself.
Of course, what Void Ray is pretty good at is denying the 4th base of his Zerg, certainly as long as there's no creep, and that's exactly what's going to happen right now. Is he going to let it morph? Yes, he will, and I don't think that Violet's going to be able to save this.
Queen is slowly making her way across. Hatchery's taking some good damage, but I think that Void Ray is going to reposition, and it's just going to try to fight the Queen.
Well, I think he should have just focused on the hatchery. It would have taken a little while, but I do think he would have been able to get it. Right now, he's going to have to charge up again, so it's going to take a little longer.
Clumsy Queen has to get around the hatchery, but will once again start poking away at this Void Ray.
He's probably going to get it. It's going to be close. He will get it.
Cancelled.
Well done by Hero.
Cancelled and immediately rebuilt, so Hero, if nothing else, slows Violet down by about a minute.
The economy of Violet is so crazy right now. 86 drones are on the map for our Zerg player representing Azubu.
And Hero really doesn't have anything in play that's particularly good against the stuff that Violet's going to be making, roaches and infestors.
There is no Robo Bay on the map, there is no Templar Archives on the map. We do of course see the Twilight Council as +2 is on the way, and Blink is currently being researched. But I'm really quite worried about the work count.
14 more drones. Violet's just going to be content to sit back and play passively. He's starting to establish his Spinecrawler walls.
This game, he just wants to get those Infestors and Broodlords out, Ben, and he's not going to underreact to anything. He's going to make sure that he has plenty of Spinecrawlers to rely on. He has an extremely good economy. Even drops the Transfuse on the Overseer. Pretty cute move.
Overseer's going to go down anyway. Hero spitefully chases it down. Void Ray only losing what shields it had before it flies away.
First Warp Prism on the way for Hero right now as well. And he's even researching Hallucination, Ben. And now I'm so curious to see where he's going to take that, because we've seen him in the past. Hero had hallucinating 3-4 Colossus, just showing them, pretending he's playing Colossus, then actually falling back to Templar Archives.
It could be something that we see once again here on Metropolis. Void Ray still doing a good job just floating around, keeping track of what's happening. But as you pointed out a few times already, Violet's economy is actually at the point of being ridiculous. 96 harvesters are out. He's going to have a mineral income that is just redonkulous. He'll be able to make as many spine crawlers as he wants, and as much of just about anything else that he wants as well. Hero is going to go ahead and push with a couple of Colossi. Hallucinated Colossi, mind you.
Yep, fake Colossus. Not really a big problem for Violet though, because even if he's going to make a bunch of Corruptors, he wants those Corruptors anyway, since he wants to go for Broodlords.
That's very true. Violet following all the way back to his Spinecrawler wall has just begun his first Corruptors. Actually, you know, Kevin, Violet might have made about 10 drones too many.
He has Spinecrawlers though, he has quite a few Infestors. He's making those Corruptors right now. I don't think Hero can possibly know that Violet's army is not that big. And of course, Violet has quite a bit of Larva. He has 21 Larva saved up. I would be so surprised if Hero decides to commit to this, but he's going to try to make something happen, and it might actually be the right decision.
Fungal does go down on some of these Stalkers. Immortal on the high ground going to try to hammer away at the Spinecrawlers. This is a lot of Protoss units, Kevin, and they are going to break right through. Hero at 170 supply against a maxed out Violet, but he's making a great attack.
He is making great attack, but as we said, Violet has so much money. Here come the first Corruptors. Those Corruptors are going to be useless, but here comes the real army, though.
Force fields are going to go right down. They're pretty good force fields, and blinking back are those Stalkers. Sentries are all going to die, but so too will a lot of the Zerg army. Immortal on the high ground doing some great damage as well. He's got 3 kills.
And there is a War Prism in the main base as well. Hero is going to take out this 4th base with a pretty brilliant timing. And at the same time, warping in Zealots and Stalkers in the main. He's going to work on the Roach Warren.
I think that Roach Warren might actually go down. Queen's got enough energy for a single transfusion. Roach Warren's getting so low. Transfuse does not get cast. No more Roaches as the 4th base has gone down. The 3rd base is in trouble. Hero's making a great push.
Violet still has quite a bit of money, but his Larva is running low right now. Actually, he doesn't have any Larva anymore. The only 4 Infestors as well. How is he ever going to kill all these Stalkers?
With a great set of Fungals. That's how, catching a lot of clumped up units on that ramp. These Stalkers will refresh Fungal 4 or 5 times maybe, and a lot of these units go down. Violet actually missing one of those Fungals. Lets a couple Stalkers blink away.
The only risky thing is that Hero lost that War Prism. Those Corruptors were not completely useless as they killed the War Prism. That was the only way that Hero was able to reinforce this push. Imagine if he had a Pylon over here already. Then I think Violet would even be in more trouble than he already is.
Hero's done great damage, but, you know, Violet still has a lot of money, Kevin. 2,000 minerals, 1,000 gas. That's going to translate to Broodlords very soon.
Yeah, but is Hero going to give him that time? That's the big question right now. We have still 6 Corruptors out on the map, but this Protoss army is not going to go anywhere.
It is a pure Blink Stalker army. 43 Blink Stalkers with +2 attack, +1 armor. Just... a bizarre number of Stalkers. You don't really see this anymore.
Violet knows how important it is that he's able to take that War Prism out once more, but this time there's going to be a Pylon to fall back on as well. 5 Dark Templars being warped in.
And there's not that much Infestor energy. A couple of Fungals do go down, but the DT's not caught by him. Stalker's going to start blinking backwards, and Violet might be in some trouble. He's got no detection. Immediately he's going to start morphing Broodlords, but the Stalkers blink right underneath.
All the Dark Templars did get fungled though, but here come those Stalkers.
Oh, Broodlords are going down. Roach is doing a lot of damage against these Stalkers, but there are still Dark Templar alive. Every Broodlord except one.
Oh, there are 4 more morphing though. Yes, only 1 Broodlord survived. Oh, but there's going to be another blink soon, I believe.
And Hero does not have to fight in this 3rd base. He can head right back to the main and the natural. He's going to get under the Broodlords again though. Blinking forward, more Broodlords will fall. Violet down below 100 supply is in a lot of trouble.
All these Broodlords will die. Even when they morph, they are going to die. And Hero still has so many Stalkers alive.
Liquid Hero, he's gonna kill the natural. He's gonna kill the 3rd. Violet, what can he do? I don't think there is any answer.
I don't think so either. He just lost over 10 Broodlords. The Great Aspire is taking some damage. There's still a couple of links streaming in, but that is not going to be enough.
No way. It is not going to happen. Only Zerglings on the production tab. There it is. GG.
Oh.
2-2 is our score. Liquid Hero, not afraid to play the macro game. 43 Blink Stalkers.
Man, Hero was really not in great shape at all. Everything looked so good for Violet. But first that attack with those hallucinated Colossus, it did work because all those Corruptors, they were not that valuable in that fight. But then later on, Violet morphing those Broodlords. How many times have we seen Zerg players do that? Just morphing those Broodlords a bit too far forward. Hero going for the blink, picking up the first wave of morphing Broodlords, and then did it again.
You know, it really looked like a pretty safe spot to make your Broodlords. They're tucked away between the natural and the 3rd base, but Hero was just pushing forward too hard. He spotted them. He was very aggressive with his blinks, and he did not want to risk allowing those Broodlords to come into play. He said, it's okay, I'll lose as many Stalkers as it takes as long as I kill these Morphing Broodlords.
And those Dark Templars did so much damage on the ground.
Yeah, a lot of them getting fungal, a lot of them getting killed. But
the first wave of Dark Templars really didn't do all that much as a great fungal landed, but that additional wave, because if those two Dark Templars wouldn't have been there, the Roaches would have done so much damage on the Stalkers while they were busy dealing with the Broodlords. Incredible game by a hero. And we got a real final, man. We have a fantastic final. 2-2 is the score. LA Byte sponsored that last map. Head on over to labyte.com and order some takeout today. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with a lot more StarCraft 2.